Welcome to the Eastern Conference Finals. The Boston Celtics, they know this stage all too well, and they have one thing on their collective minds: banner number 18. Jason Tatum, he's been on this stage 5 times in the last 7 years, but he told me that this year he knows he is ready to be the best player on the floor for this title team. But Tyrese Halliburton, he put the Knicks away with 26 points, 6 threes to advance to his first conference finals. He knows he is facing a juggernaut, and guess what? He doesn't care. He likes to be doubted. The Pacers, the Celtics, we're counting you down on ESPN.
Heard they were sleeping again, saying no more. This is a rude awakening.
We just got to go out there and play and believe that it's possible. That's all we have.
Ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score.
Hellacious shooting by Halliburton. They can't stop him.
I'm applying pressure, somebody stop us.
What a night for Jason Tatum. 3 in the air, got it! Swish.
Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. I just came back for the win.
Really focused on what it takes to give ourselves the best chance to win.
Welcome to NBA Countdown, presented by Hennessy.
The Eastern Conference Finals are just over an hour away, and we are here to get you set. Stephen A. Smith, Bob Myers, Michael Wilbon, and joining us throughout this series, an 11-time member of all NBA teams, a member of the NBA 75th anniversary team, Chris Paul. Welcome to NBA Countdown.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for having me.
We are so excited to have you as part of the set.
And don't forget best-selling author.
And best-selling author. I'm sitting next to
I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you.
Chris, we have so much to get to on this show. We get right underway. It's time for tonight's opening tip. It's brought to you by Vistaprint. And we're going to start with the Celtics, who have been the best team in the NBA. And frankly, it wasn't even close, Stephen A. They won their games by more than 11 points per game. And everyone who has done that or more has won the title that season. Well, it's time to get you out to Boston. Doris Burke, JJ Redick, Lisa Salters, and Mike Breen. Take it away.
Thank you, Malika. What a beautiful Tuesday night in Boston. Now, it's late May, so the NBA Conference Finals must be in town. The Celtics have made it pretty much a tradition in recent years, including the last 3. And this year, the opponent they face, a deep and talented Pacer team, fresh off their impressive Game 7 win on Sunday in New York, as we welcome you to NBA Courtside, presented by Pronamel. And you look now with 4 remaining. Game 1 of the East starts tonight. Game 2 in the West, or Game 1 in the West, starts tomorrow night in Minneapolis. That will be on TNT. And good evening, everyone. Along with JJ Redick and Doris Burke, Mike Breen on hand. Lisa Salters with us as well. Welcome to Game 1. 26 teams are down. 4 remain, as do their championship dreams. And that includes the Boston Celtics stores. Pretty much from day one, they have been the heavy favorite. They win 64 games during the regular season. They've only lost 2 through the first 2 rounds. What makes this team so good?
Well, this is the time of year where your opponent is looking for any weakness, any pressure point to press on. The problem with the starting 5 of the Celtics, either side of the ball, that's a big-time challenge. And you begin on the defensive end, where you've got the best backcourt in the game, Derek White and Drew Holiday, both second-team defense, so an elite defense. And what happens on the offensive side with that starting unit? Well, you've got 5 different positions that shoot the 3. This is the most prolific three-point shooting team in the NBA. On top of that, Mike, you've got tough shot makers in both Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And what does that mean? If you get caught in rotation, it's going to rain down. This is an elite two-way force as a basketball team.
Well, with more on the Celtics for the first time, let's say hello to Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Mike. Well, they're making their 3rd consecutive conference finals appearance, but these Celtics will tell you that they are not the same team. Jaylen Brown has said, we've grown every year. We're more mature. We're older. And he said, we've added new guys to the mix, so it's an altogether different vibe. And Joe Mazzulla said, it's not just about what the Jays have been through. It's the team as a whole. He said the NBA is all about timing. And for this group, their collective experiences have aligned for this opportunity. Mazzulla said, we have a group of guys who have all been through a lot, good and bad. And he said, we learn from our past successes and failures. And now we have to apply all of that, he said, to the moment at hand. Mike?
All right, Lisa. Meanwhile, for the Indiana Pacers, this is a team, JJ, coming off such an impressive series win against the Knicks, winning 4 of the last 5 games, including that Game 7 on the road on Sunday. Now, most people think they're a big underdog. Not the Pacers. They feel they're going to win this series. How do they accomplish that?
Well, Mike, they're in this position because they have an elite offense and they have a balanced attack. But the driving force, the driving engine of that offense is their young star, Tyrese Halliburton, who's navigating his first playoff run. Because of his size and his passing ability, he consistently keeps defenses on edge, but he's one of the best drivers in the NBA. In that Knicks series, he had 29 made threes, shot 44% from beyond the arc. He consistently found space, and he has found his joy and aggression, and that matters for the Pacers. He's not alone. Mid-season acquisition, Pascal Siakam, who has won an NBA championship, was also brilliant in that Knicks series.
Well, the Pacers have a very quick turnaround from Game 7 on Sunday afternoon. Celtics haven't played since last Wednesday. The 2 highest scoring teams in the NBA. It's a best of 7. Game 1 is next.
NBA Courtside on ESPN is presented by New Pronamel Repair Mouthwash. Actively repairs enamel beyond brushing alone.
Game time. Let's go to Mike Breen.
Well, for the 3rd consecutive season and the 6th time in 8 years, the Eastern Conference Finals in Boston, Massachusetts. And who's enjoying the limelight? Brought to you by Corona Extra. The Boston Celtics defeating the Miami Heat and the Cleveland Cavs, both in 5 games against the Indiana Pacers, fresh off victories against the Bucks and the Knicks. It's Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals coming up next.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T, are brought to you by Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google.
One small step Ready? We have a go. Nothing more on my mind. I got 2 shines for every day I work in the morning, work in the evening. One small step.
The journey is always difficult, but builds belief.
That was what we communicated from the jump, that we expected to be here. This ain't a surprise for us. It's no fluke.
Belief to overcome the obstacle.
One small step.
People expect us to get to the championship and win.
Belief when no one else believes.
Does it feel that there's another level?
Yeah.
One small step.
We got a 10 out of 10 last year, so a 10 out of 10 this year. That's what we're trying to do.
10, 9,
8 wins.
I understand we're not done yet. We still got another series, possibly 2 to go, but it starts with Boston, and I think we're all excited for that challenge.
One small step. 3, 2, 1.
We are fired up to see the Indiana Pacers and the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T. Game 1, best of 7 to see who moves on to the NBA Finals on a gorgeous night in Boston and a sellout crowd at the TD Garden. Let's listen in to Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle.
These guys have all the pressure on them. This is another amazing opportunity, all right? And we do not take this for granted. Pacers, 1, 2, 3, Pacers!
Our starting lineups for Game 1. For the Pacers, the same starting 5 for all 13 playoff games thus far. For Carlisle, the stars, of course, Halliburton, Siakam. The other 3 have played beautifully here in these playoffs. Meanwhile, the Celtics starting 5. Still no Kristaps Porzingis. Been out since the first round. But what a luxury when your backup center is Al Horford. And, of course, your star, Jason Tatum. Well, Boston has won Game 1 in both of their first-round series, both at home. The Pacers have lost Game 1 in both of their series so far, both on the road as we set to go. But the Pacers coming off a great road win on Sunday afternoon. Well, JJ, Celtics, this is what they pointed to all season long. Nothing short of a championship. It's the #1 goal from day one, and they get closer and closer, but they've got themselves a tough matchup here in this series.
They certainly do. Indiana Pacers have an elite offense, but beyond that, what they showed in that New York Knicks series is a level of toughness that we maybe didn't expect, Doris, because the Knicks are one of the toughest teams, and to me, the Pacers out-toughed them.
To go 0-2, then to go down 2-3, and have the ability to win.
Final in 10 years. Turnover on the first possession. Tatum throws it ahead to Brown. Brown throws it down.